Hi parents, it's Miss Bell. Miss Chamberlain and I will be sharing some videos this year that will hopefully help with any misconceptions that you might have in math and then also in some other subject areas. One of the things I wanted to talk about today was how we've started learning multiplication in fourth grade. When we're working at multi-digit multiplication where there is either one, two, or three digits in one factor times another digit, typically we're going to start off with 2 and 3 digits in one number, moving upwards to 4, but always times 1 when we start. We'll get to 2-digit by 2-digit later, so don't scare them just yet. When we're looking at partial products, we're looking at a part of our end product. So when we learned multiplication, when you and I were back in school, we learned through something called like the standard algorithm. Now we kind of call it old school. And we're not going to teach that until the very end, but they'll get there. So be patient with them. Don't try to introduce it to them too early. It's interesting that lots of them will actually choose to, or many of them will choose to use partial products instead of the standard algorithm. And either model later on will be okay. In this problem you see 322 times 7. And so I'm going to multiply 7 times 2 and I get 14. And I write down the entire number. That's different from how you and I would have learned it. Now I'm done with my ones place values. I'm going to move to my tens and I get 20 times 7, ignoring my hundreds because I'm not there just yet. 20 times 7 is 140. Reinforcing that rule that if there's a 0 in one factor, there has to be a 0 in the end product. When I move on to my hundreds place value, this number is now a 0 also. This is a 0 and this is a 0. So 7 times 300 is 2100, which is also 2100. Then all you have to do is simply add the factors together to get your end answer, which would be 2254. So this is just a little idea of what your student is doing with partial products. On today's homework, for example, it talked a lot about partial products and standard algorithms, so we've moved into introducing both of them. What I appreciate about partial products is it really helps with mental math later on, and I talk about how there's this realistic application of when I am asked by like my husband to multiply a number quickly in the car, I don't use the standard algorithm in my head. Partial products makes more sense to use in my head. So if I was doing 62 times 2, well, 2 times 2 is 4, and 60 times 2 is 120. So that's 124 when I put the two products together. So it helps a lot with that mental understanding of what the numbers represent and application for good mental math skills in the future. So be patient with us. I know some of it can be really different. Be sure to check out the Indian Hills 4th grade math.weebly.com website for some help. And then always checking out resources from Embark, EMBRAC online are also really helpful and can help clear up some misconceptions. Have a great day.